It's a great day. We just saw interest rates fall, but it's not been a good month for real estate agents. All next. Yes, we're going to go over both of those articles and where is the cheapest places in California to buy on an average. All of that. Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom. It's going to help me get this video out there, and people are going to see what's really happening in the real estate market and not hear all the FUD and BS that all the YouTubers and TikTokers are talking about. All right, let's jump right into it. Okay, so this is from CNBC today. It says National Association of Realtors CEO quits earlier than expected after federal lawsuit loss. Now, we all thought that Bob Goldberg was a douchebag in the first place. In fact, let's go one step further. For the past 10 years, I felt the National Association of Realtors was more of a lobbying, organization and handing out money to get bribes. That's just my personal opinion. In my opinion, then it was a absolute organization that was going to help out, real estate agents. And that's actually very, very, there's a spotlight on it because what did they do? Oh, well, let's take the realtor money and let's go, upgrade our facility. Let's make it nicer. Let's bring in more people, for what? You didn't do anything. And that's why I'm glad you're gone. I'm hoping that we find someone that's just as a hardcore, advocate for real estate agents. But what's happened in Missouri is that a verdict just came down. Keller Williams and the National Association of Realtors got smacked for $1.8 billion. And they're saying, at least the jury saying, that they artificially inflated home sale commissions. Now, we know that for a fact that how do you inflate them? Are you telling me that there is a set dollar for it? Absolutely not. Anyone that owns a house, that sold a house, knows that it's negotiable. And why is it negotiable? Because you want to pay the best agent to get the most money for you. If you didn't have an agent, what are these home for sale by owners doing? Well, they can't get it out anywhere. I mean, you put it on Zillow, but then again, that most buyers begin looking and searching at Zillow, but then they go to an agent who then has the MLS or the multiple listing service, which then shows all the listings out there, not just some of them, part of them. And they have a lot of little integral things that are in the MLS, such as, well, this house has a renter in it. You got to buy it with the renter. So if you as a buyer say, yeah, I really like that house, but I don't want to use a real estate agent. Well, you drive by, you door knock it. Next, you get a gun in your face because the renter is hating you and hating anyone that has to do with, selling the house, as well as the person who owns it. Well, guess what? That's not good. And that is exactly what a lot of things that are happening here that real estate agents understand. They also have specific lock boxes that allow, real estate agents to get in there. So I know who's in my listings, and then I can call them back. I can see what's going on. I can give feedback that I'm not getting it at all. As a for sale by owner is typically losing about 7%. The numbers are, you're down 7% in what you sell it for, as well as days on market are just explode up because you just don't have the marketing behind selling the house. So with all that being said, here we go. And this is what we really feel that's happening out there. It's big money. It's fintech. It's Open Door, who's gotten billions, who's received billions of dollars in money and then lost all those billions of dollars out there. Just like Zillow, same exact thing. They were an iBuyer out there. They would take your home. They would fee you to death and then turn around and then buy and you would sell it on your own convenience. I know a lot of people are going, oh yeah, I can sell anytime I want. Yeah, guess what? When certain events happen in the world, here we go. Zillow pulled all those contracts up, ripped them up, and then had to deal with a $550 million lawsuit or a multi-million dollar lawsuit over just pulling the rug underneath a lot of sellers' eyes. And then, of course, they just got crushed on reselling those homes. And so they got out of the iBuyer. But what they want to do is they want to start an auction area or a protocol in which you can go and the buyers and sellers can show up. But obviously in the state of California, you have to have a lot of different things going on, such as contracts have to be signed. You have to have disclosures. You have to have so much. On top of that, a buyer, and believe it or not, even though I'm not supposed to say it, a buyer doesn't pay for commission. It's the seller who's utilizing the agent to market their house to get the most money possible out there. And then guiding them through the whole process in which they're going to try to get the most money, try not to negotiate down, on the repairs of the property, which is a big, big issue going on right now, and he's going to give you the proper price to sell it for. You're not going to have a bunch of yahoos out there going, oh, well, I'll do this or I'll do that. So here's Logan Matsashami, and this is what he says, because he goes, I brought this up in Yahoo Finance today. And he did this because he sees Zillow going over and over saying, yeah, we want to go take this over and we're going to do our own thing. Says, because the U.S. market would likely transition into a market structure that we observe in several international geographics where a large portal or two offer pay-to-play, paid inclusion, digital listing marketplace, sort of a digital classified advertising for analog. In this scenario, Zillow would odds-on favorite to become the leading digital listing markets given our brand traffic engagement and our unique focus. But if you look up on here, this he's just retweeting Connor Sen, says Zillow, while we don't advocate for a complete disruption of the current realtor landscape, if it happened, we'd probably become much more profitable, powerful, and pay-to-play marketplace. Well, why are they becoming more profitable? Because instead of using the word commissions, they use a lot of other language, such as convenience fee or transition fee or upgrade fee. So what they do, and anyone out there have gone to Zillow Offers or Open Door, they come in and they immediately have anywhere from a 4 to an 8% convenience fee. And then they go through your house and they say, well, now all these things are wrong, so we want another $30,000. And all of a sudden you're like, well, hold on. You didn't even give me true market because you're not even telling me what true market is. And how do you get true market? Do I go to Zillow? Oh, they had to pull that down because they got sued over it because they were so far off and people were actually thinking they can get that for their homes. And now that's been a complete nightmare. Oh, they go to realtor.com. Oh, that's so far off. Or Redfin. Oh, that's so far. I would definitely, you have a house out there, go to Redfin, go to realtor.com, go to Zillow. And they'll give you 3 completely different, values on your house. Which one's true? Well, the one that not algorithms, but get a human being in there. They can look at your property. They can look at the condition of your property and the other properties in comparison and give you a true value. Not just going over these blanket, stupid, analytics that don't make sense. We're not at the point in this world where you can actually buy online. If you're buying a house online, I don't think it's a smart move. I don't think anyone wants to do it. They want to go into homes. Almost all my clients say the same exact thing. Hey, until I get there, I don't know what to expect. Just like dating sites, what do? You put your best picture in, your best resume in there. And then when you show up and you're smoking cigarettes like crazy, you smell like a nicotine cologne, and the car that you're talking about having this great job, but the car you have is leased and being repoed while you're on the job itself, on the date itself, ain't working. Okay, that doesn't work. You got to walk into a house. You got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to go, oh, well, that's wrong with it. Well, they didn't take a picture of the old electrical box that's sitting there that I have to upgrade. They didn't take a picture of the roof falling apart that I'm going to have to go replace. Why? That's why you can never buy homes online. You got to have somebody skilled with you when you look at homes. They got to look at the 4 things every single real estate agent should be looking at, right? 4. Number 1, you look at plumbing. 2, electrical. 3, HVAC, as well as HVAC. So heating and plumbing. And then number 4, you're going to be looking at, the foundation. Now, number 5 is the roof. So those 5 things you're looking at every single time. But if you don't have someone that's there, with you that have some kind of knowledge and background on it, what's going to happen? You're going to go spend the time. You're going to put those offers out. You're going to spend $500 on a home inspection. You're going to spend $500, $600, $700 on a appraisal. And then it's all going to come down to, which almost every deal does while we're in escrow, comes down to the home inspection report. All right? And that's what kills deals. More deals are killed on the home inspection report than anything else, right? Not anything else. You ain't going to find any of that online. All right, guys, I regress. Let's jump into it. Where are Southern California's cheapest houses for sale? And let's go down here. Let's go right to the point. Well, it says Green Valley Lake is the cheapest listings in September by this math. Okay, so right here, Green Valley. Well, let's go really. Adelanto, 400,000. Hellendale, Running Springs. So this is the high desert. This is the high desert by itself, really isolated. So you got about 45 minutes off the freeway, off the 15. Running Springs, up in the mountains, resort community, let's call it in snow, Banning down. So this is really, Adelanto, Apple Valley, Victorville, Hesperia, those are the ones that are in the high desert. Then we're looking at, more, Hemet. So as people continue to go east, they're going to find affordability, and that's very, very important. All right, and I thought this would be a little fun article that I saw today in the Orange County Register. California is #1 for worker dissatisfaction. Well, how about California being #1 for worker leaving the state? Or how about California being #1 for crime or poor education? Or you could just keep going on that #1 all day. #1 terrible governor of all states who can't stop spending money until we get into complete debt. And all he's doing is he's about ready to lose, his rating on his debt. And once you lose the rating on debt, you are done. But then again, I'm sure he's paying people off for that as well. That's just a joke, guys. Not. All right, let's jump into this Ultimate Blue. Boom, rates down under 7.7. It went down about 9 basis points for conventional. We saw 4 basis points for FHA. If you saw my video yesterday, I said tomorrow it's going to be under 7.4, 7.396. Just beat it. Thought it would be done by Friday. Hopefully we'll see another day tomorrow go down. But I know that a lot of places now are saying that rates, an average rate is about 7.5. It's gone down half a basis point. And I think we're going to continue seeing that going down. And if there's a major event that happens in the world, in 2 spots in the world, then we're going to see rates just plummet. I mean, plummet. And that is going to be good, but it could be bad as well. Because if they go down too quickly, that means home prices go up, and it's reverse market crash, meaning that all values of homes immediately skyrocket. But with that, inflation goes straight up as well. And if inflation goes straight up, we're going to get a crash up, it's called. And a crash up absolutely separates the market from the have and have nots. The poor and the poor and the rich are going to separate, guys. And why are they going to separate? Because who has a house and other investments are going to go skyrocket through the roof and have quite a lot more wealth. And the bottom side goes straight down. This happened in Argentina. This happened in Brazil. It's happening in many places all over the world. It is called reverse market crash. The inflation goes straight up, but your home prices go straight up. Everything goes straight up. And the poor just get poorer and the rich get richer. Hate to say it, but that actually is a thing. Look it up if you don't believe me. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I know I kind of ran it a little bit. The thing went on probably about 10, 12 minutes. But I will be back tomorrow, hoping to see more rates go down, hoping to give, again, more good news. This is going to be, people ask all the time, when is it time to buy? I'm going to go over that tomorrow. You guys take care. Out.